right, welcome back from the break. Thank you so much for watching. The show that you are watching is E-Magazine, and we are now at the segment where we talk about artists and what they are doing, and the projects that they are up. This, of course, is Gallery Watch, and joining me today is joining me in studio today is Jairo Stan. I hope I'm getting that correct. Yeah. He is a rapper. Welcome to the studio. How are you doing?
I'm very fine. How are you doing?
I'm very okay. So how's been the going?
The going has been really fine. Yeah, we can't complain. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start by asking you, what drove you to this field? I know you're a rapper.
Yes.
You have your own social media channels where you usually portray your art.
Yes.
So what drove you to this field?
I'd say, let me give you a brief story. I started this while I was in college. Yeah, I was studying at Thika Technical. Yeah, pursuing a course in diploma in quantity survey.
Quantity survey tena?
Yes.
Hiyo ndio gani? Mahesabu tu?
Nilikuwa tu calculations, nilikuwa napiga tu calculations moja mbili.
So you're a quantity surveyor by profession, or what do they call that?
I'm an artist by profession. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, by education then?
By education, now that is the other.
It's called quantity survey?
Yeah, or cost engineering.
Okay.
Yeah. So there was this period when I was supposed to go for some attachment, and it was between the second year and third year, so I'm supposed to go for that attachment and then go ahead and finalize the third year. But I never got that attachment. So nilifanya nini? I just stayed at home. Like I had a place where I used to stay. So that is, I used to just kutulia tu. In that kutulia, I found at times to take idle, you just find yourself with a pen and a paper, and the discovery came up about that. Yeah.
All right. So it came about when, how did you, I feel like some artists and how they usually tell their stories is probably like they were a young child. Now walianza tu make melodies. How was that easy for you? Like, was it so natural since you started in college and not way before, like writing lyrics and writing melodies and making sure they come together? Because I'm sure that's not an easy thing.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, I'll say for me, I had to try something. For you to come and realize you can do this, you must try. For example, for you to one day, there was the one time you are a day one on that seat.
Yes.
That is how I was also a day one in that thing. I found myself this day one. I've written something and it's doing this. And after like some few months of writing, and I had a book I used to write, and I used to keep it somewhere. So this one time, a certain producer, a neighbor, his name is Swaj Beats. So he came up about at my alikuwa neighbor. He was a neighbor, just the next door neighbor, but I never used to understand, to know like he was a producer. He was a music producer. So this time he came, we had a chat, and he told me, I make beats and So when he came,
let's do this.
Yeah, the moment I had this, I just pulled out my book and I was like, wow. He had all those lyrics that I had written, and he was like, wow, you are nice, you are a rapper. So that's where I started believing in myself. Wow, I'm a rapper, and till now I'm still standing.
So let's fast forward to now. You've met with his Swaj.
Yeah, Swaj.
Yeah, and you're in the studio, and now he tells you, okay, now I feel like outside the studio, it's easier than getting into the studio and somebody's telling you, let's write some music. I'm sure the pressure is massive. So when you sit down there and you are listening to Swaj, like with the beats, what's the creative process like? Are you just like, you hear something, you write, then you're like, melody, hook, bars.
So at that time, even it was in Aikwa studio. It was like at our house, like where I used to stay. And after that, now that's when later on I managed to step in a studio after later on, after that. That's another long story in between that period before I got a chance to step in a studio. Because it was one thing to discover I could rap. It was another thing to step foot in a studio. It's another thing to find directors and shoot. It's another thing to market that music. So it's a process that I've been learning through. Where I was back then is not where I am right now. Right now I understand a lot. But studio wise, currently we are working with a producer whose name is G Major. That is my main producer we work with. And that music making process is not hard. For us, for me especially, it's something that's inside. This is what I was born to do. Like, I call it a purpose. This is what I was born to do.
And how long have you been doing it?
This is the 5th year, imagine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just found it. It came and it was like so natural for me. Wow, this is you. Just do it.
And were you ever like good in English? I'm just trying to discover where this passion came from. Were you good in English in high school?
Not really.
Really?
But I wasn't that bad, at least. I see we are conversing. Hata kama na break na Kiswahili kidogo, hapo ndo ilikuwa.
And what was your first lyric? And maybe you can even sing it to us. Your first lyric, and you were like, yo, this can go on a song.
Can I do something?
Yeah.
So this was the first thing I ever wrote. It was like, nitashine bila hata kupaka solea, na nimegrow bila hata kuweka mbolea, nina mabro nikiwa down niokolea, nafana go tafika mpaka kule Korea. Ni aji orea, si maodi wakipita buda wezi ngojea, juu itabidi umepotea story yao chorea, wakikubamba buda si watakukojolea, mistari mingi bila kalamu nitakuchorea, nikolo siwezi shama nishabobea, but nitagrow, but something like that.
Mana bad man.
Yeah, that's how now I found
That was your
myself.
first ever lyric?
That was the first ever thing I ever did.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's lit. So, I mean, 5 years down the line, and Jairo can spit like this. Where have you performed?
I've managed to perform several places. While I was in college, at least I got some opportunities back then.
Cultural week,
exactly, cultural weeks, campuses, those I used to get opportunities. And there was these campaign seasons, at least I've managed also to be on stage. Now, so at least a big stage somewhere. And that's it. I've stood in somewhere, a big stage, and did something.
And what are your hopes for the future with regards to your music? I'm not only talking about where you're seeing yourself, and we're going to talk about that in a while, but what would you want to do for the society? I've heard you talking about campaigns, so I'm thinking you're you're a frontliner in the politics. How would you want to use your art to change the lives of people around you, where you've come from, so that they can know about your story and actually believe like this could actually happen?
Yes. So I'll tell you one thing. See, I told you mine is a purpose. The moment I do this, I always
that one is a purpose.
Yeah, it was really
What's exactly what you're supposed to do?
That was the first verse I did, and it was that. Me, I GM realized by then this is what I was meant to do. I don't think there's something else I need to do, because apart from that, now I came discovering some other things. For me now, the main reason I want to do this is because I want to impact millions of souls. Like, I want to do that via this art. I don't have to impact them politically. No.
Okay.
It's not a must. A leader is not a politician, right?
Yes.
We all know.
Yes.
You can be a leader but not a politician. So the moment you be a leader, artist side, lead people towards art, showing them how we can do this, how we can make this, how being creators of that art. That is leading. Wanasema hii ni kioo cha jamii. They say the art we do ni kioo cha jamii. So people will see
everything you do.
Thank you. You will be influencing a lot of people through what you do. So for me, it's like, how do I want to influence these people?
And
obviously, it's in a good way.
Yes.
So I have to do the thing I have to do, because impacting millions of souls is something.
Right. And do you have people that you're mentoring, small kids who are looking up to you and saying, man, I want to be just like this guy?
I'll tell you a story. There is this guy we work with. We have a group, a youth group known as Mystery Generation. So he's the chairman. Him being the chairman of Mystery Generation, he has a small niece that small niece. So this time one time he came and told me like, hey, you know what? Huyu ni wangu time fulani alikuja akiimba nija hero. You can tell he's a small kid. And I was like, wow, that thing really hit me. And a kid doing that. Even until if you're impacting that from that tender age, that means a lot, because that is the generation to grow. He'll grow with that. So he'll never forget. Like for example, like me, like I can say about who now, the kind of kina, for example, Isa, ama such kind, kina Nameless. Those are people I started listening to while we were down there. Until now, we can still hear the names and
they're still impacting you in one way or another.
in one way or the other.
Right. So, who do you actually look up to? I'm glad you've talked about Isa, and that was my next question. Who do you actually look up to when it comes to your artistry?
I look up to several people. Here in Kenya, I can say musically, artistically, I really love Nyashinski's way of art. I also love Calligraph Jones, the way his your energy ya wenye anafanyanga nayo kazi. That is something I really admire about him. Yeah, he really hits hard. Like he never ni kazi. The way he hits that, I really admire that aspect from him. And from the likes of Kinahu now. There are also young people who are upcoming. Even I love the way Nikita Kering sings. You see, because I'm an artist. I love what they do. And I also love J. Cole. You know J. Cole?
I know.
Internet, of course, you know J. Cole.
Oh Lord!
You ask that. You ask that. Okay. You even love
I'm not that old.
No. It doesn't have to come like because you're old, but anyway.
I'm glad that you've talked about this because I was listening to Triomio's freestyle.
Yes.
The one that I think it's being powered by Calligraph Jones. And Triomio anasema yeye anapenda venye anapenda lyrics za Major, anapenda style ya Calligraph, anapenda venye creativity ya nani? Creativity ya Major, anapenda style ya Octopizzo, and that's what makes him. Can you describe to us maybe what your style of music is and what would you call it?
For me, I'll say actually, generally I rap. I would love to call this hip hop.
Hip hop rap.
Hip hop rap, but it also comes so diversely. I find myself doing some type of music that is far away from hip hop, but it still comes out nice. It feels really, really nice.
Right.
So for me, it's as long as I can flow with that. For me, it's more of the flow. The music is that flow. How do you flow? The moment you have a flow of this is how I wanna rhyme, this is how I wanna pass this message to these people through this. The moment you understand that in your head, then hizo words zinakujanga unakaa mkifeel up and pass the message that you wanted to go. So
but inakujaga na style tu yake. Unajua yani inakujaga na personality yako. Unaona? Unajua like if you hear Calligraph Jones rap, utajua tu ni Cali. Unajua kwa yo Cali from Cali.
Of course.
You know, that's a good thing that you're telling me that you have yani inakuja tu. So that means you're diverse. Let's just say that you're diverse.
I'm a really diverse person.
Anytime it comes in different forms.
And that's whatever came last time is not what will come next time. I always find myself in that position.
So unaweza freestyle on a dancehall track. Nikupe dancehall track side tuone side. Nipe. So my next question would be, where do you see yourself in the near future or in the future at large? Just in the future.
I really try to live the moment. I really love enjoying this.
Okay.
Whatever.
So it's YOLO?
Yeah, YOLO. Like whatever comes, man, let's enjoy. But I see myself great places. That's what I say. Greatness is what I'm destined to do.
Right.
So that greatness, I always see it probably each and every day for me. Like being in Metropole TV, man. Greatness.
Yes, it is.
But there you are on telly.
It is.
Imagine you are on telly. Someone is seated like watching you. Don't you think that's a big deal?
Metropole TV KU on all our social media platforms. Let me know if you're watching. This is greatness right here. But we're still here with Jairo and we're asking him a couple of questions. the next question that I would ask you, Jairo, is let me gather what I want to say. If not rapping, if not rap, what do you think you will be doing?
I'll still be doing art. I'll be doing acting.
You're not going to do anything to do with your statistics.
Art is my life.
So you don't have to draw. What other talent do you have?
I'm an actor.
Really?
Yeah, I do act.
So
apart from rap, that's the other thing. I'm also say a film producer. At least I've produced one or two. So I'll probably say I'm that. Like I'll be still making art.
Right.
Yeah.
And you have a YouTube channel.
Yes.
I had a chance to go through your YouTube channel. You have a couple of songs there.
Thank you.
You know?
Yes,
a couple of songs there. So which one is your favorite song? I know this is a question that's usually very, very delicate for artists, but there are some songs on there that have views. So are those your favorite songs, or do you have some that haven't even come out and you're like, this is a hit?
Yeah, they are. I don't know.
So there's none on your YouTube channel?
There is. There is the Medinayo track. Hapa ni punchlines kibao kutoka Rose nafika hadi Kanairo. Ikombi noma sana meja Jona Jairo. Doba noma ya Medinayo meditate. Medinayo meditate. Medinayo meditate. Medinayo meditate. Medinayo. Hapo ni punchlines kibao kutoka Rose nafika hadi Kanairo. Ikombi noma sana meja Jona Jairo. Doba noma ya Medinayo meditate. Medinayo meditate. Medinayo meditate. Medinayo meditate. Medinayo meditate.
Yeah. Was that the first song that you ever released? Or you ever shot?
No. The first song I ever did was a track known as Ben 10. Ben 10, it never even had an... Yeah, Ben 10, I know, like Ben 10, yes, Ben 10, but it's a hip-hop track. That was the first song we ever did. Did with a guy known as Linka 254, King Kong Empire.
Shout out. What shout out?
Shout out King Kong Empire, yes. So that was the first track we ever did. And then the first video I ever did was a video known as Mystery Generation. Mystery Anthem. Mystery Generation. Mystery Generation. Mystery Generation. To the world. To the world. Hey. Mystery Generation. Tumekuja kuelimisha the nation. Mystery Generation, to the world, to the world.
And from Ben 10, how do you think your artistry has grown? And this is what a couple of questions before we actually round up. But how much have you grown since then? Even writing your lyrics and like flowing and all those things.
I'd say it's been a really great journey. Currently, the growth is so tremendous. Since the time, every project that I do is always something better than the one that came last time. And whatever is in store is even magical. I can tell you it's magical for sure. Yeah, trust you, mark my words, magical. Whatever is coming is really amazing.
And that was actually my last question I was going to ask you. Yes. What projects do you have in store for us? And what do you think we should watch out for as Jairo? Tell us a little bit about that. If you have any collaborations. Kama uko na collaboration na Calligraph Jones, tuambie sahi. Nutungoje, anticipate. Zinakam manze. Currently we have some good music coming out. Naitwa Miwayu. Yes, some lovey-dovey vibe. Yeah. Maybe you'll end up with you'll end the lyrics with that small, like a kaba.
I think what I'll do, I want to leave you guys in suspense. The moment it's out.
Are you serious?
Yeah. The moment it's out,
just
now
a little
you come
bit.
and do that thing, yes?
Just a little bit.
I'll be destroying the surprise.
Okay.
I want the only people who will be there, the makers.
Yes.
The ones who are making that thing. The one who have an idea what is coming. For you, you'll have to just wait a bit.
Oh my God, even me.
nione nyuma ya tent.
Hapo nyuma ya tent, afya center ama wapi?
Nyuma ya tent, tuongee nyuma ya tent.
Oh, okay, alright. So, do you have any last parting shots? Maybe you can tell us your social media handles, where to find you, and how we can give you the support that you need.
Yeah, on social media, YouTube, I'm Jairo Stan. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some good music there. Also, we have a channel known as Mystery Generation. It's the one that we are in a group of artists. We work together. You can also check out G-Major Records. They are the ones who we work with. Yes, big up. Big up my team, Robert Koch, Mudamaki, the whole Mystery Generation crew. Big up. On Facebook, check me out on Jairo Stan. Instagram, Jairo Stan. And
that's it.
Kanaishi hapo.
Kanaishi hapo. By the way, Jairo, no pressure. I want to close this, but I want you to leave us with a kaka freestyle ndio tujue what you are actually made of. So guys, we are going. That has been the end of E-Magazine today. My name is Natasha Agunda. You can catch us on our social media handles, Metropole TVKE on all our social media platforms. On all platforms, we are ready to listen to what you guys have back at home. And you can catch me on my social media handles as well. I_am_Tamasha, and if you know me, you know that's on a period. Take it away, Jairo.
Yeah, listen. Niko focused kwa streets Kakamero na Kabuti, akili sharp kuliko mwakazi na suti, na usitry kunipima hata kama unajitafundia, otherwise utafanya nigeuke kwa nyangumi. Yet love is the vibe, mostly me try to spread. Na ukiniletea rumors, be sure nitakulenga. Mi upenda sana tukiita spade, just a spade. Hata kaina umo kweli wanga beta ikisemwa. Aminia kipaji hata kama una ganji. Ineza take time lakini wanga iko worth it. It's more of the journey, experience una gain. What you learn is much better than prepare your fame. Trick ni ku remain relevant kwa game, na you happen ka uko willing kulana toki fail. At times inakuwa tamu, other times inakuwa pain, lakini weji train always ku stay kwa your lanes. See your dreams, meditate, jione kwa planes, ukinavigate na ku contemplate vile utamanuva life yako this moment and stage. Make your life, make it right. See your dreams every night.
Guys, see you on the next one.
Thank you.
You can never get it anywhere else, only on E-Magazine, and this is Gallery Watch. Keep watching.